Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be doing the first challenge battle in another Legend Overlord line limited time event. And this battle is called the Final Day of the Empire. It's a level 60 fight, and your rewards are 30 Trinity Crystals, 20 challenge points, and 2 outfit points. So those rewards are primarily used in the Secret Realm store, where you can use the challenge points to buy the exclusive equipment, and you can use the outfit points to purchase skins. So in my case, I had never purchased the Ruby Knight skin, so I was able to get the Sky Soar skin of Sophia right away. But if you did purchase Ruby Knight, you'll probably have to do 3 of these battles to get the Sky Soar skin of Sophia. And the Sky Soar skin, of course, is the motorcycle skin of Sophia, which she herself appears like this with a motorcycle helmet, and yeah, so it's a very nice looking skin. Alright, so with that said, I am going to jump into the challenge battle. As always with these fights, I'll talk about the battle in detail before beginning the battle itself. Alright, so for this battle you can deploy 6 characters. Okay. This battle, the enemies themselves aren't too bad, right? Level 60 enemies, they're pretty easy to kill. But the heroes are a nightmare. The first wave will consist of Liana and Laird, and they have basically the same skills. The first skill is Gather Power, where they activate it and damage is increased by 100%, but they cannot move for 1 turn. And the follow-up skill to Gather Power is Thunder Raid, where under Gather Power status, they deal 5 times damage to an enemy in a straight line. Both of them have the exact same skills. And basically, there's several ways of dealing with the Gather Power Thunder Raid combo. The first way is to make them unable to receive a buff. Okay? And I should mention, Gather Power, once it's been applied, it cannot be dispelled. So you can't use, let's say, Varna's 1000 Arrows to remove it. So you have to either make them unable to receive a buff from the start, which means Bozel bringing Decay, or you can draw out the attacks by dropping a summon to that they would target. So if you're using a summon, because this skill can attack anyone in a straight line, you would basically position everyone else outside of the straight line, place the summon, which should be a mage type summon, like a necromancer, into the line of either of these heroes, and they will use their skill on it, wasting it. So those are the 2 ways to deal with Thunder Raid, right? You could either have Bozel with Summon Necromancer, right? The Summon Undead, which will summon the Necromancer, or you can have Decay. The final thing about this first wave is if you kill off all the soldiers, the second wave of Bernhardt, Egbert, and the enemies are triggered. So you have to leave one of these catapults alive. There's no choice. Alright, so with this first wave covered in detail, let's talk about the second wave. The second wave has 2 Lancers and 2 Mages. These Mages have a good amount of hit points, and their skills are Meteor and Desiccate. Okay. So with the High Lancers guarding them, they're quite annoying to kill. So ideally you can take them out first before triggering the rest of the enemies. So what that would really require is Leon using Chivalry and an attack skill to kill off one, retreating back, and then possibly having Sophia rewind so he can smash down the other one with his skill. Or you could have, let's say, Tierras with Attack Blessing, right? Or Miracle to be used to kill the second one. Other than that though, Egbert and Bernhardt have incredibly high stats as well. Okay. Bernhardt is actually fairly easy to deal with because he does have this Sword Breath Slash, which hits all enemies within a 3 circle radius. So it's a sword dance with a 3-circle radius, which is fairly hard to deal with. But before he uses it, he generally uses Sword Breath Burst, which will increase damage by 200%, but they cannot move for 1 turn. So in other words, when they activate their attack skill, right, they then cannot move. So you can avoid the attack of Sword Breath Slash by retreating. As for Egbert, Egbert is the nightmare character. And the reason is because of his combo. Okay? Eternal Song will make it so he can't move for a turn, so that he can use the Meteor Storm. But the problem is, Meteor Storm attacks all enemies on the battlefield, dealing 1 times AOE damage. So, my last fight, I was able to clear the first wave easily, but then Meteor Storm made me fail the run. And here's a quick clip of that happening. Oh my god. So, with that example of me dying to Egbert, let's quickly talk about the party I'm using. To counter Egbert, I really have no choice but to bring Luna. You saw even my Leon died to Egbert, right? So I'm definitely absolutely going to need Luna with her talent reducing magic damage taken by 20% to potentially survive. In addition, I'm going to have to make sure that Leon gets a Sage's Hat effect so that he can get 20% magic defense to absolutely make sure he lives, right? I think in that battle, the only characters who survived were Laird and Bozel. So I believe with Luna's talent and Luna's faction buff giving Sophia and Liana plus 30% magic defense, they should be able to live. No guarantee there at all, but I think that will happen. Now, before I begin this fight, I'm just thinking now. I don't think my Sophia can survive because her current gear doesn't give enough hit points. So why don't I remove Sophia's gear and give her Tiaris' equipment set. In hopes that will give her enough survivability. I believe that gives her a bit more hit points. I'm actually not quite sure. It might not because of the Galaxy Cloak enchant. The struggle is real. Let's see. So, let me just compare. With this set, she has 2283 plus 1946. If I change 2 of her pieces of equipment to the Tree of Life enchant, that gives it another 10% hit points. So because of the enchant giving 10% hit points. So this may be the maximum value for my Sophia to survive. It's just, I have to admit, this is a bit awkward, but yeah. So that will increase her hit points by a bit, maybe allowing her to survive. I'm going to have to try this. But this is due to my Sophia not being complete. She's 5 stars, first of all, and more importantly, her bonds, her heart bond especially, is not upgraded, which is costing her a bunch of hit points. But fingers crossed, let's see if this works. Alright, so let's get started then. Whoops, this is the wrong thing. So, a few adjustments to increase my Sophia's survivability. And hopefully that's enough, right? She now has 4613 hit points, while Liana has 5249. Okay, let's get started. So, to start, Leon needs to kill off these infantry. So Leon will chivalry and attack the first infantry. And then retreat back. Laird moves up and activates the Vanguard. Sophia is going to regenerate my Laird. And Liana will use Act Again on my Leon so he can attack. And then that will allow Leon to crush the other infantry. And I'm just going to place him, let's say, here. Bozel will simply move up. And finally, Luna is going to move up and activate Wind Spiral and her faction buff, so that she can start attacking next turn. Laird tanks the hits. And tanks the hits from Leon, which actually doesn't do that much damage to him. So, the reason I placed Leon here, where he is to basically force Leon and Laird to be close together. Because by putting them like this, I can use Decay to hit them both, so that they can no longer receive buffs. Laird will activate his faction buff. I'm going to have Luna attack one of these guardian characters. And Leon might as well smash that Lancer down. Now, Liana is going to pray her up. And then finally, Sophia is going to rewind everyone at this point, so I can have access to Decay once again. So things are going quite well. Leon and Laird both activate their gather power, but it does nothing because of Decay. So that was just as planned. And then Laird kills off the other Lancer. So for now, I'm going to focus on weakening Leon and Laird. Let's start with Luna, who will use a range attack to further weaken Leon for now. Why don't I also toss out the Earthquake to hit all these enemies? Laird, reactivate the Vanguard.
了解
Leon will chivalry up
さあ決着をつけよう準備
and
完了です
smash the enemy Leon. I'm just going to, I guess, move back. Liana will use her again on my Leon to do a second strike on the enemy Leon, of course.
了解
And back off again. And then finally, Sophia is going to apply Regenerate on Ledin and Sage's Head him.
気づかないうちにごめんなさいね
So Ledin is doing a good job taking all this damage for now. And he should do a good amount of damage in the counterattack this turn. Alright. So there's a 2-turn cooldown on Gather Power, right? So they've used Gather Power, then I guess this turn was the Thunder Raid. So 2 turns, then 1 turn. So they should not be able to Gather Power next turn yet, but the turn after they will be. So I'm going to use Decay the following turn. Or I could even Decay this turn.
何をしてる
Now
の
that I
か
think
分
about
かっ
it.
ている
Might as well.
行くぜ何をしてるのか分かっているのか
Let's toss out the Decay.
絶望せよ
Getting rid of one of those catapults as well.
了解
Next,
行動スタート
よし
I think Ledin can choose to melee attack Leon. My goal is to kill him off this turn.
行動スタート
And I can mass heal everybody like so. And Sage's Hat my Ledin.
気づかないうちにごめんなさいね
Let's have Leon attack the enemy Leon and kill him off. So that's one of the 2 down.
準備完了
Bowmaster
行
Luna
動スタート
is going to do a ranged attack on Liardo. And Liana might as well toss out a ranged attack as well. So now at least Laird is down to just himself. No more soldiers. He attacks me, taking quite a bit of damage. And now I need to continue weakening him.
行くぜ
So Ledin continues to strike.
行動スタート
Luna is simply going to Wind Spiral this turn, so she can attack. I could Faction Buff, but I'd rather just do an attack while I can.
了解何を
ご命令をはい
I know Laird is going to use Scatter Power, so I'm just going to throw as many strikes as I possibly can
準備完了
on
ご命
Laird.
令を
And there you go, I was actually able to kill him.
準備完了です準備完了です
So I'm still going to leave this catapult alone, because
これはあまり使いたくないです
I don't want to trigger the enemies yet from the north. So Laird never actually got a chance to activate his second attempt at Gather Power. But even if he did, wouldn't have made a difference because he still had Decay on him. And I could have killed him next turn. So it took 6 turns, but the first group is basically destroyed. And now I'm ready to move to attack the second group. And I just need to get myself positioned to attack them. And to do so, I need to make sure that nobody can be attacked. So why don't I place Leon here to start? So it's just about getting my characters properly placed, in other words. Now, Leon will probably Chivalry, attack, then retreat, let's say 1, 2, 3 to here. Then I need Liana to again him. So if I place, if he ends up 1, 2, 3 here, if Liana is here, she can move 1, 2, 3, and then use again on Leon. So Liana is in position. I'm pretty sure Chivalry and Smash will kill off the first court mage, but the second one should not die due to the amount of hit points they have. So I'm expecting to need Luna to help finish off the second court mage, which is fine. My Luna does have Allur's Bow for 3 range attack, so she can easily move in. So it just means I need to avoid triggering the enemies, right? So placing Luna here and faction buffing is okay. Sophia can just move up for now. And why don't I just have her use mass heal to heal Liana a bit. And as I mentioned now, Sophia, Luna moves up and activates her faction buff. Ledin moves up and faction buffs. Bozel actually needs some time till he has access to his skills. So maybe I'll just wait a bit. It's not worth rushing the attack. So it's better to just wait for skills to refresh. Because, oh, Decay's pretty much ready. So actually I am ready to attack after all. So here we go. Leon will Chivalry and smash the first court mage. I just want to double check that Liana can again this tile. She can. Yep, perfect. So we're going to start. Moving up does trigger Egbert and Bernhardt. First court mage is down, and we position Leon forward. Next is Ledin, who moves up. I'm not going to bother with Divine Guard because it won't guard against anybody. So he's just simply moving up. Sophia can just regenerate. Ledin. And Liana can again Leon. Now, how about I now have Bozel finish off this catapult first. So, and then I again Leon. And talent heal my Bozel a bit. Leon can then strike the other court mage. Oh, one-shotting him. Convenient. If that was not a one-shot, my Luna can move up and attack due to Allur's Bow. But I didn't actually need it. So that was some good news. So why don't I just have Luna attack one of these Lancers for now. Egbert and Bernhardt. Let's start with Decay.
計画通り
行動スタート。
準備完了です。
Leon will crush a Langrisser. And retreat.
行動スター
Let
ト。
in will just Divine Guard
正
for now.
面突破。
行動スタート。ご命令を。準備完了。
Luna can ranged attack and retreat. I don't think I can kill off Egbert right now, or sorry, Bernhardt anytime soon, so I need to focus down Egbert, who's by far the bigger threat.
準備完
But
了。
currently, with this Lancer guarding him,
行動スタート。
I just have to attack the Lancer.
ご命令を。はい。
Now, I could choose to rewind, but I think I'd rather save it for now. All things considered. Because I'm not going to be able to kill Egbert in a single
ごめ
turn.
んなさいね。ご命令を。
So for now, this looks okay. So as expected, Bernhardt uses his sword breath burst or whatever,
準備
but
完
doesn't
了。
do anything.
了解。
So
よし。
what I'm going to do here is start trying to weaken Egbert and knock Bernhardt away, so I can focus on taking down Egbert.
はあ。
So to that end, let's see.
よし。
はい。
よし。
はい。
Let's have Liana start things off with prayer. Well,
行動スター
let's
ト。
have Luna, first things first, activate her wind spiral
覚悟しなさい。
and attack
準備完了。
Egbert at 3 range.
準備完了です。よし。
はい。はい。
Liana is going to prayer everybody. But before I do that, why don't I Earthquake Egbert?
は
No. I'm just
あ。
thinking
何
here.
をしてるのか分かっているのか。はあ。
Yeah, actually yes. I will Earthquake Egbert, even though Bernhardt is out of range. I need to reduce
了解。
Egbert's attack by a bit.
行くぜ。
ご命令を。
Liana will now prayer.
これが私の信じる心で
Heal
す。
up my characters a bit.
準備完了。行くぜ。
And Ledin can just melee attack Egbert for now.
準備完了です。
Leon is going to smash Bernhardt away. And Sophia can just regenerate Ledin for now.
これはあまり使いたくないですよね。
Alright, so as expected, Egbert uses Eternal Song,
準備完了
which doesn't actually apply the buff as a result of Decay. So
よし
he will Meteor next turn though. But due to his intelligence being reduced to 901, I should survive it.
ご命令を
So
了解
I'm going to have to start smashing away at Egbert. And let's see. So let's Chivalry up
決着をつけよう
Leon
了解
and attack Egbert's. And I guess retreat.
行動スタート
は
ご命令を
Liana is definitely going to again
人思考そして準備完了
Leon. And why don't I smash him forward? And retreat? See, the problem is I don't like how close Egbert and Bernhardt are.
行くぜ了解
But it is what it is. Yeah. Let's just smash Egbert forward as I mentioned. And place Leon here.
準備完了
よし
Ledin is going to... Let's see if I can actually finish Egbert in
準
this
備
one
完
turn.
了
So, Luna does not have a faction buff right now.
Yes.
はい
何をしてる
準備完了
But I'm going to have her attack anyways. And move like this.
は行くぜ
Ledin will melee attack Egbert and finish him off.
は
So I still had Bozel for a fireball. But I was actually able to finish off Egbert that way. Barely, but it worked. So I'll take it.
は
So all that's left then is to rewind everyone, isn't it? So if I rewind, let's see, let's find a good position. So I'm going to have to move Bozel first into range of the rewind.
何をしてるの何をしてるの
So let's just place,
か
I guess,
分かって
Bozel
い
here.
るのか
And Sophia will rewind everyone at this point.
これはあまり使いたくないですわね
And Bernhardt comes up to melee attack. Ledin. Ouch.
行動スター
But
ト
Ledin can survive. And I'm just going to start weakening Bernhardt at this point. Right? So start with Decay,
計画通り
preventing them from buffing themselves.
準備完了
よし
Ledin will faction buff to start.
勝負をつける時が来たな
準備完了
了解
Leon will
行動スタート
chivalry and smash, but before that,
はい
let's get
行動スタート
some healing going. So why don't I have Luna
一人も逃しません
faction buff?
消えなさい
Matters.
準備完了です
Leon can chivalry
無駄な抵抗はするな
and smash.
準備完了です
Bernhardt back and place himself here. Sophia can mass heal And Liana can just prayer up everyone for now.
これが私の信じる心です。
Sword Breath Burst is once again blocked by Decay.
は
行動スタ
So
ート。
let's start smashing Bernhardt as much as I can.
あ了解。何をしてるのか分かっているのか。 よし。
Clocks activated on the most useless most useless skill. Anyways.
ご命令を。はい。
Regenerate.
気づかないうちに。ごめんなさいね。
And finally, Liana will again Leon.
これが私の信じる心です。
準備完了です。
And I continue to try to take down Bernhardt.
Huh?
Alright, so why don't I Fireball? Wind Spiral? And ranged attack? Heal up Ledin and Talent Heal Leon.
そして。
了解。
はい。
Mass heal this group.
気づかないうちに。ごめんなさいね。
And then
準備完
Leon
了です。
should finish the fight with Smash. So there we go. As an aside, rather than using Again on Leon, it might be optimal to use Act Again on Bozel. And the reason for that is because the enemies have a 2-turn cooldown on their buffing skills. Bozel has a 3-turn cooldown on Decay. So if you Act Again Bozel, you can keep, effectively, he has a 2-turn cooldown on Decay, meaning you can keep tossing it out before the enemy can use their buffing skill. That's only if your characters are not as powerful as mine, right? That you're struggling to kill them off. So briefly, I'll talk about my characters. Leon was running Angels, right? Seal Guardian with basically 15% attack increase. Overlord's Badge with basically 9% attack increase. Okay. There's another, I think, 1% from the Aeneas' armor. So that gave my Leon enough attack to kill, right? So you can say it's 15, I guess 25% attack increase on Leon. That's really all you need to know at 6 stars. Bozel, I mean, he was more of a debuffing machine than anything else, so what his stats were didn't particularly matter that much. Liana was primarily here to act again and prayer and heal, so her stats should be fine regardless of what you really equip on her, as long as she has a good amount of healing. Sophia ended up never getting actually hit by an AOE, from what I saw, so the equipment gear thing didn't actually truly matter. My Luna is actually only 4 stars. But she does have a fully upgraded set of equipment, right? Allur's Bow, Twilight Armor, Twilight Helmet, Veil of Light. There is a max 10% magic defense increase on the Veil of Light. Twilight Helmet has 10% hit points and 7% magic defense. Twilight Armor has 11% magic defense and 9% defense. And the Allur's Bow has a 3% magic defense increase. I really need to reroll this one, I think, to try to get, 5% magic defense and 10% hit points, but that's kind of a work in progress kind of upgrade. In terms of bonds, Leon is max. Luna, even though she's only 4 stars, her bonds are pretty close to max. Max 9, and then the heart bond is at 8. So she is missing 2 more upgrades, so she's missing the 5% all stats increase. But once again, I never got hit by an AoE because I was able to kill Egbert before he could actually attack me with the meteor spell. Yeah, and I think that pretty much covers everything. So, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. And on that note, Nitro out.